and welcome to day 6 of Vlogust and Mediterranean Lifestyle Month. I just did a quick time lapse of me putting on some of my makeup. I'm putting the finishing touches on. It's late in the afternoon now, it's almost 3 o'clock. We've already had lunch and I filmed it and I will cut it in as soon as I'm finished doing this little intro. We made a big, beautiful, colorful salad. I tried to put as many colors in as I could. So I have carrots and radishes and cucumbers and a couple different kinds of lettuces. And then we took some portabella mushrooms and some whole small shallots and we put them in the broiler on low for about, I would say about 15, 16 minutes, something like that. You can just judge, depends on how big your shallots and your mushrooms are. Flip them over halfway in between. And if you never had shallots broiled like that, they are so good. They kind of get like a caramelized flavor, because shallots are very similar, in my mind anyway, to onions. But they have a milder flavor. But you know how when you have an onion, it can be kind of spicy, and you can put it in a salad and eat it raw. But then when you cook it, they get really sweet and like caramelized. Well, shallots kind of behave in the same way, and having them whole like that was really interesting in the salad. So I hope you enjoy the lunch, because it looks beautiful with all the colors and then the big leathery looking mushrooms on top, and it was so delicious. And when you eat like that, I kind of woke up today and was it was hot again, and I know I keep complaining about the heat, but it just kind of zaps you of energy. And so when I made this salad, and then after we ate it, about 2 minutes after I ate it, I was just like, I just felt like this flood of vitamins and energy, and you can feel so good based on what kind of foods that you eat during the day. So just remember that saying, you are what you eat. You really are. I mean, it can improve your mood, it can improve your outlook on the day, it can improve your energy level, and just bring good health to your life. So I hope you make this salad, because it was really good, and I'll cut to it now. We're roasting some portabella mushrooms with whole shallots. So what we've done is put them on a foil lined sheet. We've basted everything with some olive oil and just sprinkled on some sea salt. They're going to go into the low broiler, and then we're going to serve them on top of a beautiful salad. Bowl, I'm building a salad, and when I build a salad, I like to try to add as many colors as possible. So I have 2 kinds of lettuce under here. One is a spring mix, one is arugula. I have some cucumber, some carrot slivers, some grape tomatoes sliced in half, and some sliced radish. And now I'm going to sprinkle on some Italian seasoning. A little white wine vinegar. Some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to add some salt and pepper and toss it all together. garlic. I sprinkled on some salt, pepper, and oregano. I'm adding a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to mix that up and we're going to serve that on the chicken. In this bowl, I have some white cannellini beans, which I've drained and rinsed off. I've added some salt, pepper, some oregano, and I'm going to put in some shallot, some garlic, some freshly chopped parsley, and I'm going to make a little dressing of lemon juice and extra virgin olive oil. Breaded boneless chicken, white bean bruschetta, and some Checca sauce, or Checca sauce, however people say it. It's after dinner now, and I was craving a coffee, so we're doing a quick after dinner Starbucks run. We're winding around their drive-thru right now. I don't know what I'm gonna get. What should I get? After dinner, I forgot to show up, but for dessert I had a peach. Peaches are so beautiful right now, and this happens to be peach country, and they're everywhere. So if you're craving something sweet, I encourage you to try a piece of fruit, because everything right now is in season, and it's just beautiful, and it can really satisfy those cravings for something sweet and luscious. What should I order? Well, I'm a creature of habit, and I've got my usual non-fat latte. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's recipes. Today was another chicken recipe, but I tried to surround it with as many vegetables and beans and things as possible. I don't eat a lot of meat, but I do eat meat. I used to be a vegetarian a long time ago, and I've kind of worked a little bit of it back into my diet, but I really try to keep it at a minimum. And if you look at the Mediterranean diet pyramid, which I will cut in here for a second. As you can see, the narrow tip of the pyramid is where things like sweets and meats are. Especially red meat is in the narrower end of the pyramid. But it's okay to eat things in moderation and in little bits. So if you do eat red meat, it's fine to eat red meat. Just try to make your plate mostly filled with vegetables, and try not to eat it every single day and at every single meal. So today, while I had chicken for dinner, I had a very vegetarian lunch, as you can see. And even yesterday, we had chicken salad, but we didn't eat meat for the rest of the day. And when I do use things like pancetta or bacon to flavor something, I use it in very tiny little bits just for some flavor and just to have something, as the Italians would say, like for the tooth. Well, I hope you're enjoying the recipes so far, and let me know how you're feeling. If you're following along closely or if you're trying any of the recipes, I'd really like to know. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.